In this video, I'm going to get you to download a 1625 jazz backing track so that you can practice this very important progression. If you're not familiar with 1625, it's kind of the basis for pretty much everything. You'll see it in rhythm changes, you'll see it as turnarounds to pretty much every jazz song ever created. A turnaround meaning how do you get from 1 back to 1, and the answer is 1625. So if you're at the end of the tune and it finishes on 1, you got to lead back to the beginning, and that's a 1625 progression. So the backing track that I'm going to get you to download is in 3 keys: F, B flat, then E flat. So let me play the exercise for you. There's basically 16 bars for F, 16 bars for B flat, and then 16 bars for E flat. I'll play the exercise and solo over it so that you can get an idea of what it sounds like, and then we'll come back and talk about some of the things that you can use to practice. All right, so that's the exercise. Let's talk a little bit about how it's going to go. So first of all, it's essentially 2 bars for each progression. 1, then 6, then 2, then 5. And of course, that's 5-7. That's 2 minor 7. And 6 can either be minor 7 or dominant 7. So 1 in the key of F is F, and it could be a 6th or a major 7th chord. 6 could be a D minor 7th or a D7. Let's do D7 in this case. And then it's going to be G minor 7 to C7. In terms of left-hand comping, I would suggest that you comp on the and of 4 and the and of 2, just kind of like that. So that's the rhythm I would practice with. In terms of chords, I would say for the F major 7th chord would be E natural, A, and D. There's some fourths, like that. And then a D7 chord would be F sharp, C, and F, like that. The F being the sharp 9, there. And then G minor 7, let's do a simple one, which is F, A, B flat, and D. And then the only note you change is the bottom note, which falls to become the 3rd of the next chord. So all the rest of the notes stay the same. So that would be like this, the whole progression. And then when you solo, what I've done in the backing track is I've played 8 bars of half time. In other words, the bass note is just doing half notes. like that. And then the next 8 bars is walking. So there's a combination of halftime feel and then walking for each of the different keys. So you've got 8 bars of F in halftime, and then 8 bars of F in walking bass, and then B flat, same thing, and then E flat, same thing. So that's kind of how to do the backing track. In terms of soloing, I would suggest in the beginning, you try to make little melodies and then progress from there. So if you're just looking for the backing track to practice with, that's great, but it's also nice to have some examples of things you could play. In other words, if you want to spell the chord, it would be basically F minor 7, and then D7 with a flat 9, G minor 7. So let's do that one more time. Actually, you know what? For the first one, or the F major 7, we're going to start on 3. So 3, 5, 7, 9. So all I'm doing there is starting on the 3rd of each chord and then just playing the chord. And you can also come down as well. So one more time. And then when you get to the key of B flat, you've got B flat major 7, G7, then C minor 7, and F7, like that. And then when you get to the E flat, sorry, this is B flat major 7. Then when you get to E flat, it's E flat major 7, C7, F minor 7, B flat 7. Okay? And you can transpose the chords from the F to the B flat if you want to. Basically, or you can play other ones. Then when you get to E flat, same kind of thing. If you're not too sure on soloing, I would suggest you do those patterns like we did in the key of F and start on the 3rd of the chord and just spell the chord. So in the key of B flat, same for E flat. Can't go wrong with spelling chords, and it really helps you get your fingers around the key of the moment. Key of the moment being, if we're in F, that's the key of the moment. If we're in B flat, that's the key of the moment. And when we're in E flat, same thing. So go ahead and download the exercise. I'm going to put a link up here in the corner. It is a backing track, bass and drums. It's the same one that I played along with that you can download. It's absolutely free to do so. And I hope you have a great practice session with it. Let me know how it's going for you. If you have any questions about soloing over 1-6-2-5, which is probably the most important progression in jazz, you can let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And when you subscribe, hit the little bell because you'll be notified of all of the upcoming tutorials that we're doing. Hey, thanks so much for your time. I really appreciate you dropping by the channel. Have a great day.